Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry about that. I like to keep these like kind of around 2 hours. It just helps to get the uploads on YouTube in a timely manner. Anyways, Bunny says, "What's that?" Cock rocket. Anyways, Bunny says, "A rusty old rocket. What do they need that thing for?" I don't think there's anything worth note in here, but we'll check. Normal. Let's get 2 more of those puppies, 2 more of those, 3 of those maybe, and let's equip her with that instead. Those guys can keep their rage rings for now. And I think there's like a hidden item somewhere in this room. I could swear you could like get back in there with like the shotguns and stuff. Oh, I talked to her through the wall. That's kind of weird. I guess not. There's nothing in there. Alrighty. Welcome to the inn. Will you stay? Sure, why not? Seems my characters are angry about something. They don't like stimulants, I guess. This guy says, "Would you like something to drink?" I say, "Let's talk." He says, "Have you met the captain yet? He's the face of this village, so you should probably go see him." And there's somebody making a poopy. He says it's taken. Or she. It's hard to tell. Anyways, bunch of crap. Nothing interesting. Let's get out of meow. Let's go in meower. Welcome, this is an item store. I don't think I have that yet. Anyway, that's fine. Oopsie, we're not done yet. This person says, "All Gramps does is stare at the rocket all day long." Whatever. This guy says, "This used to be a launch pad for Shinra rockets. That leaning rocket there, that's Shinra 26. It never got off the ground though." Okie dokie. This guy says, "Nothing to do. Isn't anything exciting ever gonna happen around here?" This lady says, "Geez, it's boring. There's gotta be something to do." She appears to be washing dishes. I mean, that's something to do. That's what I tend to do when I get bored, honestly. Do little chores. This guy says, "I want to dedicate my life to making people laugh all over the world." Well then, tell me a joke. Jeez. We picked up a power source, and there's nothing there that I can see. Might as well use those. Yepper. Anyways, this is Sid's house. Let's snoop around. He's got a cool little car there. We find a drill arm. Ah, nice. Oh no, I forgot to take this off. Restore gravity bewilder. Well, we can put one on him. And then let's put this back on her. There we go. Anyway, nothing's going on in this house. I think I go in the backyard and then things happen. Anyways, Bunny says there's a Shinra logo on it. Tiny Bronco, this is pretty cool. Barrett says Shinra always keeps the best stuff for itself. Let's take it. The lady of the house walks back and says, may I help you? Bunny says, no, it's nothing, we're just looking. If you would like to use it, please ask the captain, says the lady. He should be in his rocket. I'm Sierra, and you? Bunny says Bunny. Barrett says Barrett. Barrett says Aerith. Sierra says you're not with Shinra? I thought you were here to discuss restarting the space program. Sierra continues, the new President Rufus is scheduled to come here. The captain's been restless all morning. Bunny says, Rufus? I think her name is Shira in the non-translated one. The official translation, I don't know what to call it. The original game, there we go. Maybe that works. I think there's an item over here. No, there's not. Anywho. We're just climbing up. Cock, rocket. Anyways. We have entered the rocket. Sid says, what are you guys doing here? Bunny says, we're looking for the captain. Sid says, the captain? I'm the captain. Yeah, we'll just keep Sid. Wife beater doesn't fit. Anyways. Sid says, my name is Sid. Everyone calls me Captain, though. Sid says, what do you want? I say, tell us about the rocket. Sid says, wow, not bad for a kid. Alright, let me explain. You know Shinra developed a lot of technology during that meaningless war, right? They might be peddling Mako now, but back then they were a weapon manufacturer. Sid says, well, in the middle of all that, they created a rocket engine. There was so much excitement about going into space, our dreams grew bigger and bigger. They put stupid amounts of cash into the budget, made prototype after prototype. And this is the final model, Shinra 26. They chose the finest pilot in all of Shinra, no, the world, me, I mean, come on. Sid says, at last, we came to the launch day, everything was going great. But because of that dumbass Sierra, the launch was a failure. Then the penny pinching started. Sid says, the upshot is Shinra retired the space program after they told me the future was space and got all of my hopes up. Sid continues, soon as they figured out they could turn Mako into money, it was all over. They didn't even so much as look at space travel again. Sid says, money, moolah, dinero, that's all that mattered. My dream was just a business transaction to them. Sid says, look at this rust bucket. I was supposed to be the first man in space with this. Every day it leans a little more. At this rate, I don't know which of us will bite the dust first. Sid says, my only hope is the president. Anywho, we get off the rocket. And back down the ladder. Someday. These frames are dropping again. It's really weird. I could not tell you why. The YouTube video will look a lot nicer, I would assume. That's going to be under Secret Bunny Ninja. I put them up right after I stream them. So they're usually up within 2 hours because they have to upload and then YouTube splits it into multiple different definitions so that it'll work when your computer, your internet's having issues. Anyways, we go back to Sid's house. And Sierra says, Bunny? Sierra says, did the captain say anything? Bunny says, not really. Sierra says, oh. Sid walks through the door and says, "Hey, Sierra, what are you, blind? Why not use some initiative and bring our guests some tea, you half-wit?" Sierra says, "I'm sorry." Bunny says, "Really, don't mind us." Sid says, "Quit mumbling, sit your ass in the chair, and drink your goddamn tea." Sid says, "Ugh, damn, I'm pissed." "Sierra, I'll be in the backyard tuning up the tiny Bronco. Tea for the guests. Get it done." Actually, they made him seem a little less mean, I think. Let's see. Anywho, Barrett says, "Man, what's with that guy's attitude?" Bunny says, "Sorry, it's our fault." Sierra says, "No, it's always like this." Aerith says, "Always? And you just put up with it, even when he's like that?" Sierra says, "No, I'm clumsy. I was the one who destroyed his dream." Bunny says, "What happened?" Sid says, "I guess they flash back and they're both working on the rocket." Anyways, Sid says, "Get your ass in gear. You work like a snail. The moon would look the other way waiting around for you." Sierra says, "I'm sorry." Sid says, "How much longer are you going to be checking those damn oxygen tanks?" Sierra, being cautious is all well and good, but it's pointless to go on checking them. They wouldn't rupture even if hell froze over. Sierra says, "But..." Sid says, "No buts. You're not stupid. Be more efficient." Sierra says, "I'm sorry." And the men on board the ship say, "Captain, our dreams are finally coming true." The other one says, "We're so proud to be part of the launch of Shinra 26. The next one says, "Preparations are complete. All that's left is liftoff." Sid says, "Yeah, I'll see you later." They salute him, and Sid walks into the cockpit. The gentlemen say, "All right, Captain, fly our dreams into space." Sid says, "Thanks, guys." The other guys say, "Have a safe journey." Sid says, "Gauge is clear. Shinra 26 ready for liftoff." The controller on the ground says, "Engine pressure rising. Shinra 26, 3 minutes to liftoff. Beginning countdown." Sid says, "Finally." I should have named Sid Elon Musk. That would have been kind of funny. Anyways, Sid says, What happened?" The controller says, "Captain Sid, we have an emergency situation. A mechanic is still in the engine section of the rocket." Sid says, "What did you say? Which one of those idiots is it?" The controller says, "I don't know. I'm going to activate the intercom in the engine section." Anyways, Sid says, "God damn it, who the hell's still in there?" Sierra says, "Captain, it's me, Sierra. Don't worry about me. Go ahead with the launch." The studio disconnected, so I'm going to give it a second before I continue. Sorry about that if you guys got disconnected. I waited right here. Anyways, Sierra says, "Captain, it's me, Sierra. Don't worry about me. Go ahead with the launch." Sid says, "Sierra, what are you still doing in there?" Sierra says, "I was concerned. The results from the oxygen tank test were not satisfactory." Sid says, "You fool. When this thing takes off, it's going to be so hot in there, there ain't going to be shit left of ya. You're going to be burned to a crisp. You're going to die. Get it?" Sierra says, "It's okay. As long as this is fixed, the launch will be a success. I'm almost done." Sid says, "Almost done? You're gonna die." The controller said, "Sid, the countdown's starting any second. There's not enough time." The controller says, "I'm starting the engine." Sid says, "Hey, wait, Sierra's still in there." The controller says, "What should we do, Sid? If we abort now, it'll be 6 months before another launch." Sid says, "Shit, Sierra, you fool. You want to make me a murderer?" Sierra says, "Captain." Sid says, "Is that you, Sierra?" Sierra says, "I've checked up to Tank 7. Once I complete Tank 8, we'll be in the clear." Sid says, Sierra, hurry up. You're gonna die. The controller says, ignition in 30 seconds. Beginning countdown. The controller says, Sid, forget about her. We won't make it in time. Sid says, what am I supposed to do? He's just freaking out in his chair. The controller says, ignition in 15 seconds. Internal temperature rising. Sid says, oh man, the moon, outer space, my dreams. The controller says, igniting engine. Sid says, you meddlin'. Anywho, I guess Sid pushed abort or something. You'd think that the heat from that would have killed her anyway, but supposedly she lives. Anyways, the rocket falls back to Earth and starts leaning. And that's where it is today, basically. Well, yeah, whatever. Anywho, we are just trucking along. Sierra says he threw the emergency shutdown switch to save my life. After that, the space program suffered cutbacks and the launch was cancelled. It's my fault he didn't fulfill his dream. They spelled fulfill wrong. Sierra says, that's why it's all right. I have a debt to pay. Sid comes back inside and says, Sierra, you still haven't served him tea. Sierra says, I'm sorry. Sid says, sit down already, or ain't my hospitality good enough for ya? Sid says, they're late. Where is Rufus? In walks Palmer. He says, long time no see, Sid. How've you been? Sid says, well, if it ain't Fat Man Palmer, how long were your lot figuring on keeping me waiting? Sid says, so, when's the space program starting up again? Palmer says, I don't know, the president's outside, why don't you ask him? Sid says, ugh, good for nothing fat bastard, no change there then. Palmer says, hey, don't call me that. Palmer says, ya ha ha, tea. Can I have some too with lots of sugar and honey? Oh yeah, and don't forget the lard. Anywho, Sierra says, I wonder if he'll restart the space program. Palmer says, have we met before? Hey, is the tea ready yet? Don't forget, lots of sugar, honey, and lard. Oh boy. He seems like a riot. Anyways, we walk in the front. Whew. Pardon me. Sid says, what the? You got me all excited for nothing. Then what did you come here for? Rufus says, I need to borrow the tiny Bronco. Rufus continues, we're going after Sephiroth, but seems we've been headed in the wrong direction up until now. We think we know where he's going, but we have to cross the ocean, that's why we need your plane. Sid says, holy shit, first the airship, then the rocket, and now the tiny Bronco. Shinra took space away from me, and now it wants to take the sky away too? Rufus says, oh my, you seem to forget that it was because of Shinra that you were able to fly in the first place. You'd do well to remember that. Sid screams, what? Sierra says, excuse me. This way. Sierra says, you want to use the tiny Bronco, correct? Cloud nods yes. Sierra says, I believe Palmer's going to take it. Why don't you confront him? Okay. A fatty with an elemental gun. Anyway, Palmer says, why am I doing this? I'm the head of the space program. Bunny says, we'll be taking the tiny Bronco. Palmer says, I've seen you somewhere before. Palmer continues, that's right, the Shinra building when the president was killed. Gulp. Palmer screams out for security, and we end up in a boss fight. Fancy. Look at that little fat man dance. So creepy. Oof, ouchie. Palmer says, "Yaha," and then spanks his ass at you. Very mature. I don't think I'd do that if somebody with a gigantic sword was trying to murder me. Goodness. Palmer says, "Wahaha." He seems to be taunting us, but then the plane starts moving on its own. He ducks to avoid getting hit by one of the wings, and then he taunts us and runs away. Then he gets hit by a truck. Neat. That truck won't be there, though. Anyways. I got an Age in Court? Why did they change the names of the items? Come on, man. Ugh. Anyways. Aerith says, "It won't stop." Bunny says, "Forget about it. Grab on." Barrett jumps on as well, just as it lifts off. Too bad they don't know how to fly the dang thing. Anyways, while this goes, I'm gonna grab myself some water and try to pee really quick, so if I'm not back right away, I do apologize. But I'll be pretty quick. Anyways, Sid says this'll be a big splash, and he jumped on the plane too. Huh, why is it not proceeding? Hold on to your pants and don't piss in them, says Sid. Maybe something is broken. Yeah. Why am I moving? I could swear this is not normal. Oh boy. What the hell? This has got to be a glitch. Oh boy. That's not ideal. Let's see. Let's see if that'll help. Yeah, a save state is going to be, if it's glitched, it's glitched. Anyways, we're just going to have to deal with that again, apparently. Oh boy. Yeah, that's super not ideal. I have to redo all this, apparently. Actually, yeah. I'm just gonna try to make the things that need to happen really fast. Dang it! This is what happens, I guess, when I try to, like, get water. Goodness gracious. I'm not gonna be reading this. I'm just gonna run through it really fast. Too bad this program sucks and I can't reduce the video quality to make the speed go faster. Anyways... Okay. I'll just say items be damned and move on with my life. It's not that important anyway. It's not like these are... Actually, dang it, I think one was a Barrett weapon. Yeah. Hopefully I find that one. Maybe it was the one I already grabbed. I'm just kind of like flustered now that that crap happened. Anywho, actually I think I did this too. No. Let's check here. Yeah, that's fine. Anyways. Oh well. Guess I'll have to fight Palmer again, but that's not a big deal. That is the weirdest thing. I've never seen that happen before. Glitching in a cutscene and allowing me to move in it. That's so weird. And freaking Twitch is dropping frames like a mother trucker. Oh boy. Well, thanks for those who are hanging in there with me. Ugh, this takes forever. Anyways, we will kill this little punk again. Apparently I haven't healed. Whatever. What is with all the misses? Can we not have that? Oh boy. Too bad I don't have Knights of the Round. That would be really early for that. I don't usually embark on the Chocobo stuff until, like, end of the game. Just because it's so OP, you don't really need it. Ba-da-da-da-da. Hey, we lived. Look at that. Anyways, we're right about back up to where we were before, so not too bad. Only took like 4 or 5 minutes. I just feel bad though. It's annoying. Anyways, everybody jumps back on the plane again, and hopefully it does not glitch a second time. If it does, I'm keeping the state pushed back a little to give it kind of like some leg room. Why would they shoot at the plane like that they want? Sid says, shit, the tail's been hit. Bunny says, we're gonna crash land. Sid says, this'll be a big splash. Hold on to your pants and don't piss in them. Good. What happened? What was supposed to happen? Happened. Jeez. Sid says she won't fly anymore. Bunny says, can we use it as a boat? Sid says, do whatever you like. Bunny says, Sid, what will you do now? Sid says, I don't know. I'm history with Shinra, and I've given up on the village. Bunny says, how about your wife, Sierra? Will she be alright? Sid says, wife? Don't make me laugh. Just thinking about marrying her gives me the chills. Sid says, what are you guys up to? Bunny says, we're going after a man named Sephiroth. We'll have to take care of Rufus someday as well. Sid says, I don't know about any of that, but it sounds interesting. Sign me up. Bunny says, how about it, everyone? Aerith says, I'm all for it. Sid says, glad to be aboard, numbskulls. Bunny says, numbskulls? Sid says, yeah, anyone stupid enough to go up against Shinra these days has gotta be a numbskull. I like it. Sid says, so where are we headed? Rufus blurted out something about following this Sephiroth of yours to the Temple of the Ancients. Bunny says, what? Where's that? Sid says, beats me, that jerk was saying he'd been heading in the wrong direction, so I figure it's gotta be some place way off. Bunny says, let's just head for land and get some info. Temple of the Ancients, that name bothers me. Anywho, yeah, whatever, we don't need to read tutorials. I think that might be Woody. We're gonna stay away from Woody for a sec. I'm not in the mood to lose all my materia right this instant. Anyways, that'll take me to Cosmo Canyon, but I can't get over there because I parked on the other side. So, let's go over here really fast. Dang it. Actually not. Is it over here, perhaps? Alright. Because I did buy a bunch of items that I kind of want to go fetch really quick here. Should probably heal, too. Can you not? Alright. Or maybe we'll just stay in the inn. Boy, oh boy. Look at these ugly little creatures puking on poor Barrett. Anywho, I think this was the place where I bought the stuff I wanted. don't care. There we go. That'll be good enough for now. Oh, dang it. I'm still like almost dead. Oh my, it's gonna make me fight stuff. Oopsie, I just wasted my limit. Oh well. Good nasty. Alright, I don't think we run into encounters on the ship, but of course we're gonna run into one more because why not? I don't think I've ever seen that enemy before. What a rude little bastard. It died. Anyway, Temple of Ancients is... well, I know how to get there, but it's like... probably gotta ride around the entire freaking continent to do it. This guy should give me Aerith's thingy. Oh, another customer? You sure came out of the way. But if it's the keystone you're after, you're too late. I don't have it. Bunny says, Keystone? He says, what? You didn't come here for that? The keystone unlocks the door to a very old temple somewhere. And get this, they say it's the Temple of the Ancients. Bunny says, Temple of the Ancients? Ha ha ha, says the guy. Don't take it so seriously, it's just a folktale. Anyways, I say, where's the keystone? The man says I sold it already. To tell you the truth, I didn't want to, but I caved in. He didn't look like the sort of person who takes no for an answer. Bunny says, who did you sell it to? The man says, Dio, manager of the Gold Saucer. Said he was gonna put it in his showroom. Why not go take a look? I say, where's the temple? He said, like I said before, it's only a folk tale, but if it were true, that sure would be something, huh? Come to think of it, it's also said that the ultimate destructive magic is hidden at the temple. Bunny says, ultimate destructive magic? The guy says, remember, don't take it too seriously. Let's change the subject. This guy says, I made every single one of these weapons myself. Haven't been able to get the materials lately, mind you. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have any mithril on you, would you? I'll trade you something good if you can supply me any. Anyways, we'll hand it over. Thanks, friend. You can get the big box or the small box. The big box is a gold bracelet, which is useless. And the small box is the Great Gospel. And we're going to use that right now. Whee! Fully restores HP and MP and causes invincibility for all allies for, I believe, 3 turns. Well, that guy has nothing more interesting to say. Let's make a hard save, just to be safe, in case I run into any more weird stuff. So it looks like we're on our way to... I think I need to go to Rocket Town and grab my buggy. Let's see. Or can I enter the right place? There's the Temple of the Ancients, but we need the keystone first. I mean, I get in random encounters on the buggy anyway. There's Gold Saucer. I don't know which side I get to Coral on. I think it's this side. Anywho. Run away! These dragons want to get stoned. Well, they want to stone me, rather. Dang it, I picked the wrong way. Anyways, we can rectify that quickly. I think I have to do the battle thing to get the keystone. I could do the battle thing now and get the 64k points needed for the Omni Slash, but that would be probably not fun to watch, so we're gonna definitely skip that. We'll get it later. Plus, it's not as much points later in the game, and when you're stronger, it's a lot easier to, like, get it. Because you can fight, like, the Proud Clawed or whatever, and beating that, just, I think it gives you all the points you need in one go. Plus, with an emulator, I can hopefully re-roll the RNG and get things that don't suck as bad. Anywho, we are running up to the Gold Saucer for the second time. Look at that cute little Mog. I think it's Wonder Square. No. Maybe Battle? Let's see. Because I know Dio has this cute little room with this crap in it, and maybe it's over here. Ah, Bunny says, it's the Keystone. Dio says, ha ha ha, long time no see, boy. You like that, eh? Bunny says, can you let me borrow it? Dio says, I'm sorry, but it's not for lending. Dio says, but there are exceptions. I owe you a favor after all. Bunny says, exceptions? Dio says, entertain me. I say, what do I have to do? Dio says, that's the spirit. It's not that difficult. This is the battle arena. Show me your skills, boy. Just you, mind, and I'll be expecting a good fight. Okay. It is fighty fight time, dudes. I think it's just okay to, like, die or whatever. It's not a big deal. I have a rage ring on anyway, so that'll probably happen. Besides, when you leave the battle arena, you lose all your points anyhow, so... Oh, he's gonna cure me. How sweet. Let's just say enough. There's really no point. Dio says, that's the best you could do. Well, a promise is a promise. Go ahead and take it. Dio says, until next time, boy. And this is like the first time in the whole game we're like actually a step ahead of the Shinra. Anywho, we're gonna GTFO OH. That is, get the fuck out of here. Tried to go in the station, but this crappy controller does not want to cooperate. Run, my child, run! Too bad that shady guy isn't back there. I need to buy some BP. Anyways, the staff say, excuse me, sir. I'm terribly sorry, but the ropeway is out of service right now. Bunny says, what do you mean? The staff says, I'm really sorry. I'm afraid you won't be able to leave until the repairs have been completed. Kate Sith runs over, and he says, what's up? Trader, aka Kate Sith, says, oh, that's too bad. That happens, though. He says, I know. Let's stay at the hotel. They know me there. I'll go talk with them. Okay. Staff says, I will contact you as soon as the repairs are finished. Tough tits, I guess. we're gonna go to the hotel. Trader says, it's not often we're all together like this. Kate Sith continues, so Cloud, how about it? Can you tell us what's happened so far? I haven't a clue what's going on. Why don't we start from the beginning? Sid says, I second that. Vincent says, good idea. Barrett says, I have been here from the start and I still don't know what's going on. Barrett says, come on, Bunny, tell us. Alright. And it's a good place to, like, hear the whole story. Bunny says, we're going after Sephiroth. Sephiroth is in search of the Promised Land. Sid says, the Promised Land? Bunny says, it's a land full of Mako energy, or at least that's what Shinra believes. We don't even know what it looks like or even where it is. Aerith says, the Cetra returned to the Promised Land, a land of supreme happiness. Barrett says, Cetra? Aerith says, that's what the ancients call themselves. Didn't you listen to the elders at Cosmo Canyon? Aerith says, they told me that even the ancients had no way of knowing where it is. It can only be sought after, sensed. At some point, you just know you found it. Bunny says, Aerith, would you sense it? Aerith says, I think so. Tifa says, so Sephiroth is traveling the world in search of the Promised Land. Aerith says, it can't be only that. He must be searching for something else too. Bunny says, the black materia? Kate Sith says, Dio mentioned something about a man in a black cloak looking for black materia. Tifa says, what about those other guys wearing cloaks? What's going on there? Tifa says, they all have tattoos of numbers. How many are there? Nanaki says, as you know, I have a tattoo of the number 13. Bunny says, how did you get the tattoo? Nanaki says, Hojo did it. The rest are just warrior markings, charms to bring good luck. But the number was added by Hojo. Tifa says, so there are at least 13 of them. Aerith says, you know, I think those men in black cloaks were used by Hojo for something. I don't know what it has to do with Sephiroth, though. Aerith says, I think we should just concentrate on him. Barrett says, yeah, it's just too dang confusing otherwise. Aerith says, and... no, forget it. I'm tired, I'm going to my room. Kate Sith says, what's that all about? Yuffie says, oh, we're done? I'm going to bed now, too. And Kate Sith says, is that all? What about the black materia? Bunny says, there's no point. We won't figure it out. Barrett says, it's time for action. First thing tomorrow. And Nanaki says, Bunny, I'm number 13. Am I going to go mad like all the others? Tifa says, I don't know what Hojo did to you, but you've been alright so far, haven't you? Nanaki says, but... Tifa says, don't be a scaredy cat. Nanaki says, but again. Tifa says, stop it, Nanaki. Stop being so afraid. Bunny says, Tifa? Tifa says, he's not the only one who's worried. And Kate Sith says, I don't know what's going on, but we're in a weird situation. Vincent says, Sid, let's retire to our rooms. Sid is asleep in that chair. Anywho. We wake up. Wake me up before you go. Something, something, something like a yo-yo. Aerith says, hee hee. Bunny says, what's wrong? Aerith says, let's go on a date. Bunny says, what? Aerith says, a date. Or haven't you ever been on one? I'm gonna say, well, not a real one. Aerith says, you poor thing. Come on, let's go. Bunny says, hey. Anywho, tonight's enchantment night. All the attractions are free. How about it, you two? There's even going to be a show at the event square. Aerith says, come on, let's go. And we go. The controller is moving against my will. It's scaring me. We walk in and this guy says, congratulations, you're our 100th couple. You two will play the leads in tonight's show. Bunny says, what? The guy says, oh, come on, it's not difficult. Just play it however you see fit, and our cast will cover for you. And then the guy says, please, this way. Aerith says, it sounds like fun. Come on, Bunny. And we are roped into being in a play. I was in a play once, actually. I think it was called Bent. Anyways, the narrator says, without warning, an evil shadow appears over the peaceful kingdom of Guardia. Oh, what is to become of Princess Ruza, kidnapped by the evil dragon king, Varvados? Yet, in that very moment of need, the legendary hero, Alfred, arrives in Guardia. Cloud runs out, and a twirling knight comes over and says, ah, you must be the legendary hero, Alfred. I shake my head no. The soldier says, hey, it's your line. Bunny points at himself, and the soldier says, yeah, you. Ahem, you must be the legendary hero. I know why you've come. By my soul, you must save Princess Ruza. Now go and speak with the king. And the knight goes back. Bunny approaches the king, and the king says, oh, the hero Alfred. You have come to rescue my beloved Ruza. The king continues, on the distant peak of a steep mountain dwells the evil dragon king Varvados, abductor of the helpless Ruza. The king says, however, you cannot hope to vanquish the evil dragon king as you are now. Talk to he who would assist you. And a wizard twirls out. We're going to talk to the wizard. The wizard says, I am the great wizard Vorman. What dost thou wish to know? We want to know the evil dragon's weak point. The wizard says, the evil dragon's weakness, let me see. But of course, it is true love. The wizard says, only the power of two that love one another can conquer the wicked fangs of the evil dragon king. Love is the divine sword. The narrator says, legendary hero, look out. The evil dragon king comes out and says, Gah ha ha. It is I, the evil dragon king, Varvados. The princess is unarmed. I've been waiting for you. The princess, who is Aerith, says, please help me, legendary hero. Then she says, how is that? The evil dragon king says, Gah ha ha. Have at you, hero Alfred. The evil dragon king continues, and do not trouble yourself with how I came to know your name. The wizard says, hero, the time is at hand for thee and thy beloved. The wizard says, a kiss, the power of true love. Let's kiss the evil dragon king because that's hilarious. Boink. The evil dragon king says, what the? Erg. Thank you, you have released me from the curse, and I have regained my true form. The king says, oh, behold, love hath triumphed. The king says, now let us retire to the celebration banquet. Indeed, indeed, say everyone else, and everyone twirls off the stage but Aerith. The narrator says, oh, how profound the power of love, and so the curtain falls, and our tale of the legendary hero, Alfred, comes to a happy conclusion. Aerith says, what the heck is happening? You must be joking. I love that ending. It's just too funny. I couldn't help myself, guys. I'm sorry. Anyways, Aerith says, that was fun. Let's try the gondola. And we run to the round square. Aerith says, 2 please. The person says, enjoy the sights of the gold saucer. This is some of my favorite music in the whole game. Oh my gosh. Aerith says, wow, amazing. Actually, I think I'm supposed to, like, look out the window and then we see some movies. Aerith says, oh, look, Bunny. And we can see the chocobo races. That's super cool. Aerith says, it's beautiful. And we get to see some cool fireworks. Aerith says, it's so pretty. Aerith continues, I was curious when we first met. You look exactly like him. You're so different, but you look the same. The way you talk, your gestures, I saw him in you. But you're different. Things are different. Aerith says, Bunny, I'm searching for you. Aerith says, I want to meet you. Bunny says, but I'm right here. Aerith says, I know. What I mean is, I want to meet you. I think that's code for sexy times. Or maybe a kiss. Who knows? I don't know. Anyways, Aerith says, I had fun tonight. We should do it again sometime. Aerith says, don't you like being with me? I say, don't be silly. Aerith says, well, that's a relief. Next time we come here, we'll take our time and try all the rides. Aerith says, look at the time. We better head back. I like the Barrett version too. I think that one's the funniest. I got that on the PS4 version because it was a trophy. Anywho, Cloud sees Kate Sith walking around and Aerith says, hey, what's Kate Sith up to? Kate Sith pulls out the keystone and Bunny says, that's the keystone. Bunny says, hey, traitor. And we chase him. Do, 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 do. Oh my. He's a quick little bastard. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Come over here, you dirty cat. Anyways, Kate Sith throws the keystone up onto that helicopter to Zhang, and Zhang says, well done. Bunny runs down and says, hey. Traitor says, no, just hold on. I'm not gonna run or hide. I'm a spy for Shinra. Aerith says, we trusted you. How could you? Kate Sith says, it can't be helped. What's done is done. How about we go on like nothing ever happened? Bunny says, you got a lot of nerve. Do you think we're just gonna let you tag along now that we know you're a spy? Kate Sith says, then what are you gonna do, smash me to pieces? He says, you'd just be wasting your time anyway. This body's just a toy. The real me's at Shinra headquarters in Midgar. I'm controlling that toy from there. Aerith says, so you work for Shinra. Who are you? Tell us. He says, whoa, I can't tell you that. Bunny says, this is going nowhere. Traitor says, you're right. Talking won't do any good. Can we just move on? Bunny says, you can't be serious. Traitor says, okay, so I'm a Shinra employee, but we're not entirely enemies. See, there's something about you that's been bothering me. It's the way that you live. You don't get paid, you don't get praised, yet you still risk your lives and continue on your journey. Seeing that makes me... well, it makes me think about my own life. I don't think I'd feel too good if things ended this way. Aerith says, blah, blah, blah. Bunny says, you won't tell us who you are. Once a spy, always a spy. We can't move on with someone like you. Get real. Kate Sith says, just as I thought. Talking won't make a bit of difference. Luckily, I'm prepared for this. Kate Sith says, listen. Daddy, Tifa. Aerith says, hey, that's Marin. Oh, it's the flower lady, says Marin. Will you? And then Kate Sith cuts her off and says, I have no choice. Bunny says, you're the lowest. And Kate Sith says, I didn't want to resort to taking hostages and dirty tricks, but that's how it turned out. There's no room for negotiation, so let's all carry on like before. Oh, geez. And then Kate Sith leaves. He says, we're off to the Temple of Ancients tomorrow, right? I know where it is. I'll tell you later. Of course, we'll arrive after Shinra, but you'll just have to deal with that. Bunny says we're stuck. We have to do as he says. Aerith says, I wonder if Marin's alright. And what about Mom? Thanks for the elixir. Cool mini bar. Anyways, didn't even have to pay GP to get it. Everyone meets downstairs and Kate Sith says, what took you so long? He continues, about the Temple of the Ancients, we should head eastward and out to sea using the tiny Bronco. Shall we get cracking? Who's coming? Aerith says, I want to go for sure. And we're going to use Barrett as well. It might make more sense, actually, to use Sid. Let's do this. Actually, let's check Sid's equipment first. Because I don't think he's got the double stuff equipped. Let's check. Yeah, never mind. Let's just leave it how it was. Actually, I haven't done what's high yet, so if I can still do it, I'm going to try that first. Because once I do this, we move on to, I believe, Disc 2, so I want to wrap that up first. Let's go out of here. Anywho, we are running. Anyways, we leave Gold Saucer. And I'm going to do a hard save here in case I accidentally locked myself out of the events at Watai. Let's see. Once I get to the boat, of course. Anyways, where the heck did I park Mr. Boat? Whenever I think about boats, I think about that time that some company asked Twitter to name its boat, and they named it Boaty McBoatface. Oh, that gives me happiness every once in a while when I remember it. Any hoozles? We're gonna go to Woody. We gotta drive through the, whatchamacallit, the river, I think. Gosh darn it. Be going the wrong way all day today. Too bad I can't say hi to Lucretia, but that's for another time. Bazinga. Oh yeah, let's do a hard save here. We are in the Woody area. Wutai? I don't know what to call it. Anyways, we triggered Wutai event anyway. Yuffie says, wait. Aerith says, what? What's made you like this? Yuffie says, I happen to know a little bit about the area up ahead. It gets pretty rough. We should prepare. Aerith says, sounds fishy. You're not planning something sneaky, are ya? Thief. Yuffie says, no, it's really tough ahead, and then a bunch of people come up and say, here he comes, seize him. Barrett says, not Shinra. The Shinra soldier says, hey, wait, this isn't him, these guys are... Aerith says, Yuffie, did you... Yuffie says, I don't know, this one has nothing to do with me. Aerith says, this one? What do you mean, this one? So you were up to something. Yuffie says, no, and then runs away. The soldiers say, do him in, don't think, just do it. Anywho. I think all my materia just got stolen. So rude. Man, these soldiers have a lot of HP. And grenades. And I picked up an S mine. It's mine. Haha. Anyways, Aerith says, what happened? I thought something was missing. Materia. My materia. It's all gone. Barrett says, where's Yuffie? Aerith says, I'm so mad. She must have been eyeing our materia from the start. It looks like she fled north. Let's hurry back. Let's hurry after her and get our materia back. Anywho, we're gonna have to find that nefarious Yuffie, aka Thief, and get our materias back, dude. She got it all, man. She got everything. That's okay. There have been playthroughs where she didn't take everything. Because I guess if you have a certain amount of materia, I think it's like 37 or something. If you have more than that, whatever's left, like, just randomly kind of stays in your inventory. Which is kind of nice. Can kind of, like, help you defeat some bosses and stuff later. I think it's this way, but if it's not, I can go back. Do 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 do. La da 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 da. Yep, it wasn't. How do I get over there? Dang it. Leave me alone, bosses or enemies or whatever. Guess I have to like swoop around. Make a swoopy doop. Oh boy. There we are. We are getting over there. I think after this, when I finish this run through, I might do the Crisis Core 2. Because I just want to be like up to all the lore, like when Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out. Anyways, we enter Woody. And Yuffie says, oh, and runs away. Anyways, this guy says, long time no see. What have you been up to? What's your name again? The little girl says, this isn't anyone you know, it's just a stranger who barged into our house. I think Yuffie hides over there later. I don't think we can go in the cat house yet, but we're just gonna mess around. Yeah, that cat doesn't move till later, I think. That's okay, though. This is my house. No one is allowed in. Okay, so that's Yuffie's house, I guess. I'm sorry. No, forget it. Stop by again later. This guy says we're completely sold out. Those are just samples. I know she hides in that bucket later, too. We run into Elena, and she says, "You, what are you doing here?" Never mind that. Looks like fate has brought us together again. Get on your knees. Reno says, "Elena, shut up, yeah." Elena says, "Reno?" Reno says, "Remind me, why did we come all the way out here in the middle of nowhere?" Elena says, "We're on vacation, trying to forget about work." Reno says, "Exactly. You're gonna ruin it for us." Elena says, "But..." Rude says, "Even the booze will go sour." Elena says, "Sorry." Reno says, "Drink up, Rude. How long have we been a team? Being a Turk is tough at times, but after all said and done, I'm glad to be one. I'm glad I got to meet a bunch of weirdos like you." Elena says, "Looks like it's your lucky day. Get out of my sight." Rude says, "To the Turks, to Reno. Cheers." This guy says, "Did you know there used to be a water god in Watai? They say the god was like a huge snake. We live in a world of Mako now, so not many believe in stuff like that anymore. Still, it's said, the water dragon scales and a materia containing the god's power can be found in Wutai and the lands beyond." How fancy. Anyways. Is she in here? Whatever. Let's just keep looking, I guess. We will find you, Yuffie. You dirty, dirty girl. We find an MP absorb materia and Yuffie steals it. This person says, "Is something wrong?" This one says, "We got all sorts of stuff here." I don't want any of it. Maybe we do. I don't know. Thundaga to all. That seems semi-useful. That as well. Anyways, whatever. Let's do custom. I don't care about elixirs. I'm not going to use those anytime soon. So let's put up here. I know I bought 10 each. Where are they hiding? Cures minimum. Cures frog. Ah, there we go. Definitely not going to use elixirs, and I'm definitely not going to need ethers. So let's just put those up here. That way they're more easily accessible in the item menu. Anywho, we take a rest. Yay! I think that's like a hidden door. There we go. We find a Fuma Shuriken. You know, there's like all kinds of hidden passages all over the place. We find a barrette for Nanaki, aka Red 13. Goro says, "Make yourselves at home." Anyways, I don't think she's in here. I could swear this was like a hidden door too. Eh, we'll figure it out someday. The dog barks. We can't go over there yet, for no reason. This guy says, "The 5-tiered structure over there is the Padoga of the 5 masters. The masters are power, speed, magic, martial arts, and the only one who possesses the ability of all 4, Omni. Wutai has worshipped Dazao and the water god since antiquity. Legend has it that the village has been protected by Dazao, the water god, and the 5 masters since time immemorial. Even so, we were outmatched in our last battle. I suppose the legend is just that, a legend." Anyways, this guy won't talk to me. I think none of the people in there will. I must have missed something. This person says, Lord Godot resides in the mansion up ahead. He was once incredibly powerful, but now all he does is sleep. Where's Yuffie? She's a real character, that one. She'll barge into people's houses uninvited and everything. Other times she'll wait in the shadows. She's still a child after all. Good luck finding her. Okay. Is that her over there? No, it's like a little kid. The huge statue on the mountain is Dazao. I heard you can climb all the way to the top, but it's dangerous. A girl with materia? No. No one's climbed Dazao for some time now. Okay. So I must have missed her somewhere along the way. Actually, I think I can go in Yuffie's house now. But she stole that MP absorb materia. It's tricky. I know there's like a bunch of like specific ways to like get through all this mess, but we'll hopefully figure it out some moment. This person says, the life of man flows like water. Its source, the ocean of life, a source to which it must return. This is the historical town, Watai. Please enjoy the sights it has to offer. Yuffie, I saw her not so long ago. She must be in one of the houses around here. Okay. Maybe that cat will move now. Because I do see something moving around up there. Maybe she's here. Ah. Oh, Gramps, no more weirdos. Not her again, at least they're not that bad. We find Yuffie and she runs away. I think she's in this pot now. Smoking some pot. Everybody blocks off the exits and they punch it. And they punch it some more. Yuffie gets caught in a three-way. Four-way, whatever. Anyways, Bunny says, you can't get away this time, Yuffie. Yuffie says, okay, I know I was wrong. You win, I'll give back your materia. And then we go to her house. Anyways, some Shinra soldiers run over to the Turks and say, our reports are right. You are here on vacation. We finally found them. We need the Turks' assistance. Reno says, what a drag. The soldier says, I'm sorry. Reno says, we're on vacation and we can't babysit you right now, okay? The soldier says, we heard you were on vacation. Reno says, if you know, then get lost. I'm sobering up just looking at you. The soldier says, I thought headquarters gave you the same orders to look for him. The soldier says, alright, fine. We'll get him without any help from the Turks. You'll see. And don't think headquarters isn't gonna hear about this, says the soldier. Elena says, Reno, was that a good idea? I mean, is that the way a professional, a Turk, would behave? Reno says, Elena, don't misunderstand. Those who sacrifice everything for their jobs aren't pros, they're just fools. Elena says, rude. Rude says, nothing. Elena says, well, I don't buy it. I'm leaving. Rude says nothing, and Reno says, relax. She's not a child. Let her have her own way. Meanwhile, at Yuffie's house, Yuffie says, the materia is in a safe place. Follow me. And Yuffie says, I've been hearing ever since I was little that Watai was a lot more bustling and powerful before I was born. She says, and now look at it, it's just another tourist trap. We were defeated in the war and found peace, but something was lost in the process. Now Watai is... Well, that's why if I had lots of materia, I know I could. Bunny says, sorry, Yuffie, but I don't care about the history of Watai or your feelings. You've got our materia and we want it back. If you give it to us now, we'll drop the whole thing. Yuffie says, I know that as well as anyone. That sniff switch, the lever on the left, the materia is there. Anywho, Aerith says, I'm sorry, but Barrett says there's nothing we can do about it. Anyways, if we flip the right lever, it's a cage. If we flip the left lever, it's a cage. Barrett says, what the hell's going on? Yuffie says, never trust anyone that easy, laughs. She says, the materia is mine, tough luck, and runs away. Yuffie says, if you want your materia, then find it yourself. That's right. And when you're looking for it, remember that you've gotta steal it. Haha, get it? Steal. Thief says, see ya. We let our friends out of the cage, and we must continue to hunt for this punk-ass mother blanker. Anyway. Has that cat moved yet? Frickin' cats. Frickin' cats. Frickin' hate them. They're not for me. They're gross. They're ugly. They cause billions in economic damages. They kill for sport. They hate humans. They don't like being in captivity. I mean, I don't get cats. They have that frickin' bacteria in them that's bad for pregnant ladies. They have mind-controlling bacteria that, like, makes their prey become enamored with them so they die more easily. Toxoplasmosis, I believe. They're just terrible. No one should ever own a cat. They're awful. Anyways. It's kind of funny because my roommate's name is Catherine, and everyone calls her Cat. She's a dog person, so I like her. I bang the gong, it opens the door, I run down the stairs, and someone kidnapped that whore. Anyways, Yuffie says, let go. I said let go. Who do you think you are? What are you doing? Bunny says, you're... The guy laughs, and Bunny says, Corneo. Don Corneo says, I finally found a new chickie. 2 for 1, in fact. Bunny says, 2? Elena says, let go of me. You're gonna regret this. The Don runs off with his 2 ladies, all gleefully and stuff. Anyways, the Shinra soldiers cornered him, and they say, there he is, it's Corneo, don't let him get away. The Shinra soldiers say, charge, and accidentally attack us instead. How stupid of them. Well, and in that period of time, Don Corneo gets away, I'm sure. Ugh. Too slow. Why do these freaking normal soldiers have so much HP? World's slowest animations. My god. Just get on with it already. And then there was one. Goodbye, punk. Anyways, actually I should take that nap or whatever. Anyways, we see the Turks run off. Rude says, Elena. Reno says, Corneo's still only good at making a run for it, eh? Rude says, Elena. Reno says, let's go, Rude. We'll give him a taste of what the Turks are all about. Then again, he has Elena. That could make things a little tricky. And then Bunny says, fine, Corneo kidnapped Yuffie too, and without her we won't get our materia back. Reno says, don't understand, we're not joining forces. Let's just think of it as staying out of each other's way, okay? Bunny says, I'm cool with that. It'll be a sad day when we cooperate with the Turks. Now where the heck did they run off to? Reno says, I know him almost too well. Think about it. What place sticks out the most here in Watai? They must mean those giant mountains. Anyways. Reno says, you finally got here. We're gonna split up. Do what it takes, but don't endanger Elena. And don't worry, we won't hurt Yuffie, or whatever she's called, for now, that is. Okie dokie. We go to the left, and there's nothing there. We go to the up, and we get attacked by bears. Or weird little plant thingies. I'm already berserk, dude. Just leave me alone. Anyways, on the other arm, we find Reno. He says we don't have time to fool around. Actually, I think I need to get Rude to run around too. So let's just go back real quick. Gosh darn. Of course, evil, like, sphinxes are coming after me and stuff. I got no time for this madness. Let's do this. And let's do that as well. Yeah, I don't have time for this. Anyways, Rude says nothing and he runs in this igloo. I, of course, get attacked after 1 footstep by an enemy that doesn't even know I'm there. Oh my gosh. Leave me alone, game. Anyways, I pick up the Dragoon Lance. Rude says nothing and leaves this cave. We need some kind of sea serpent scale to get in there. Reno says, thought you picked up his trace here too, eh? Looks like we were way off. There's no chance he made it this far. Anywho, I think that's the way I came from. So we gotta go down Meower. Anyways, Yuffie says, let me go. Corneo says, scrumptious, delicious. I think I found my new hobby. Which girl will it be? This one? Elena says, I'm a Turk. You'll never get away with this. Or maybe this one, says Corneo. Yuffie says, oh god, if I knew this was gonna happen, I would have taken rope escape training more seriously. Corneo says, I've made my choice. My companion for tonight shall be the spunky girl. Yuffie says, grossness. Don't mess with me, old man. You don't even have any materia. Corneo says, I love it when they play hard to get. And Reno says, that's as far as you go. Corneo says, what? Yuffie says, Bunny. Corneo says, long time no see. Bunny says, I'd never forget you. Aerith says, you never learn, do ya? Barrett says, if it isn't Midgar's lowlife hyena. Corneo says, silence. None of you can fathom how I've suffered since then. It's a long story, but let's play the world's tiniest violin right here. Bunny says, I'm not interested. Let Yuffie and Elena go. Corneo says, you guys are serious. Oh boy, oh boy. I'm not fooling around either. Why did you have to kill my cute little Abzu? Maybe you should have some fun with my new pet. At least then you might stay out of my way so I can find a bride. I think that Abzu means blue or water in Portuguese. I can't remember. Anyways. Corneo says, Rabzu, come here, boy. Anywho, we will attack it. We'll use a swift bolt and attack some more. How rude. way he's living through that stuff. And goodbye, boss. You were smashed. We get a peace ring. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Corneo says, wait just a second. Bunny says, shut up. Corneo says, just listen, it won't take long. Why do you think a scoundrel like me would swallow his pride and plead for his life? Because he's sure to win. Corneo says, bingo. He pushes a button and both the girls are upside down. They scream. Yuffie says, I'm so gonna lose it. Corneo says, once I push this button, they fall head over heels and will have squashed tomatoes. Bunny says, damn. Barrett says, don't dare move that filthy hand of yours. Aerith says, alright. Corneo says, I think I'll be taking the other girl as well. And then he says, looks like I have the last laugh. The Turks say, no, that'd be us. Corneo says, what? Anyways, Reno comes down. And he says, Corneo says, the Turks. Reno says, you signed your own death warrant when you leaked that information. We're gonna take care of you personally. Corneo says, have it your way, but they're coming with me. And Rude hits him with a ninja star or something. Corneo falls. And Reno says, good timing, Rude. Corneo's hanging on for his life. And Rude says, down to business. Reno starts stepping on his hands. He says, alright, Corneo, this'll be over real quick, so listen up. Why do you think we went through the trouble of teaming up with those guys to find you? 1, because we're ready to die. 2, because we're sure to win. 3, because we're clueless. Corneo says, number 2. Reno says, nope, they're all wrong. And smashes his fingers, and then Corneo falls to his death, presumably. Reno says the correct answer was... And Rude says, 'cause it's our job. Heh. Elena says, thanks, I thought you'd never come. Reno says, Elena, don't be so presumptuous. You're a Turk, you're one of us, yeah? Elena says, yes, sir. Aerith says, thanks for the help. Reno says, it's me. Yeah, I'll get right on it. Elena says, was that the company? Reno says, yep, they want us to find Bunny and the gang. Rude says, are we on? Reno says, no, we're off duty today. I love it. Yuffie says, I hate to interrupt, but get me down. What a punk. She's such a punk. Plus her stupid limit break only hits for quad 9s once. Useless. Man, and now she messed up all my materia. What a bastard. Yuffie says, perfect, just as it was before. Bunny says, you put them all over the place. Yuffie says, oh, come on, what's the big deal? Don't be so picky. Well, that sure was a close one. Normally I would have kicked their butts. Bam! Bam! That Corneo guy is unbelievable. Bunny nods at both of the other party members to, like, walk out of here. And Yuffie says, I'd rather have to deal with my dad than him. Yuffie doesn't notice they're gone and says, those Turk guys, I guess they're not all bad. At least you got the materia back safe and sound. Now let's get back to our journey with a hop and a skip. She turns around and they're gone and she says, hey, wait. Oh, alright, you can have this one back too. Here, look. And we receive the MP absorb materia again. Yuffie says, come on, please. I don't care what you say, I'm coming with ya. I won't mess up next time, she says. Oh, that cute little rascal. Well, I know my materia is jacked up. I don't even have to look at it. Oh boy. Anyways. I think I had steel, maybe. Pretty sure that was... We can do counter, we can do long range. I don't care about the summons. So let's just get some random magic on here. And maybe gravity? That's fine. Okay. She can do poison, bewilder, revive, heal. And we can do 2 different restores. I think I had one of these bad boys on her. Anyways, let's do the lightning, the earth, the ice, the fire, and then let's also do poison. And then I think I had Odin on her. And then we can do back to rage. We can do magic plus 10, rage. Anyways, we can save. Actually, I might need to put Yuffie in my party. Might as well just get Leviathan while I'm here. What has she got? We can do the Fuma Shuriken. And the Agincourt? I think it used to be called the Eden Coat. Anyways, and she's pretty weak, so we'll give her the bulletproof vest, I guess. As for materia, let's arrange it. Let's... whatever. Let's put Barrett back over here really quick. Whatever, let's do... That's fine for now. I'm gonna save in there anyway, so... Plus I think there's some items and stuff I can buy, so we're gonna just mess around in here for a bit. Fucking cats, dude. I hate them. I don't like them at all. HP absorb materia. There's nothing in Yuffie's house. We might have some better equipment here, I believe. Normal, normal, normal. Might as well make that count. think, do they sell armor too? Looks like just weapons. Okay. That's the bar. Here's the armor place, I think. Maybe not. Or maybe this person? Whatever. We'll just equip whatever has the best defense, because this is a series of relatively difficult battles. Might as well use these since we got them. Let's see. Let's actually do this. Whatever. That's fine. Actually, might as well get Sid's gold bangle, because I know that's better than what we have. Should have just bought some stuff, but I'm just kind of like not really running that kind of a game here. Let's see. Yeah, let's check out Vincent and... yeah. Monarchy and Sid and Kate Sith. There we go. Let's have her with gold. And whatever. Let's at least level something up. Anyways, we're gonna take a nap at that one house. And then hopefully just walk right through this place. Actually, I think all these battles are Yuffie, like, on her own. Throw. What? Screw that. Magic attack is 68. And her normal attack is 112. Actually, why don't we do Powerist? Alright, whatever. Let's take our nap really quick first. Anywho. Let's do. There we go. Gorky says, Miss Yuffie, will you climb the Padoga of the 5 Masters? I'm gonna say yes. Then I, Master of Power, will be your first opponent. Shake says, I'll be watching your battle. And here we go. Power change. Should have put her in the back row and gave her counter as well, but whatever. And we killed the first guy. Gorky says, I was defeated. Yuffie says, of course. Shake says, I thought you were just a tomboy, but you handled yourself pretty good. Let's see how you do on the next floor. And we will do that in about a second after we take a cute little nap. Actually, I don't know. I probably spent way too much time configuring this. Let's just do this the right way. Alright. She doesn't need all that magic for sure. But let's do protect, let's do counter, let's do long range. Yeah, what else? And let's just put that on there for good measure. Oh, actually, let's maybe do heal. That makes way more sense. Anyways, probably being overly cautious, but whatever. Doesn't hurt. We are on floor number 2. Yuffie says, who's next? Shake says, I'm right here. Yuffie says, a childish brat is my opponent? Shake says, I'm more of an adult than you. Yuffie says, what did you say? Shake says, I mean, they're just taunting each other. Shake is speed. We're just gonna fight. The other one's gonna watch her. It just proceeds in this manner until we get to the 5th floor, basically. Blah, blah, blah. Nothing important to the plot. It's just me getting a materia. Because I'm living in a materia world, and I am a materia girl. Okay? Okay. Yeah, whatevs. Do whatever you want, weirdo. Oh, crit hit. Goodbye. Ether Turbo, huh? Shake says, not bad. Thief says, of course. Chekhov says, it's been a long time since I've had to fight someone. Anyways... And we run up to this floor. Basically, Yuffie calls her old, the other guy watches, then they fight. Got this whole thing memorized, basically. She's the magic lady, apparently, and we're gonna stab her from across the room with our awesome shuriken. Stabbed you. You like that, you punk? Stabbed you again. That's not good for your health. Stabbed you 3 times. Yowza, we got a crit. Stabbed you again. Whew, you will not be alive much longer. And we stab you some more. Oh, and we get a limit break to start the next battle. Ain't that delicious? Anyways, we got a nice ring. The old lady says, I can't believe you beat me. This guy's like intriguing. I guess that girl's gonna fight me now or whatever. Oh yeah, let's do this. Anyways, Up the stairs. Number 4. They say mean things to each other and then they fight or whatever. And the guy on the 5th floor doesn't come down to watch because he's just too awesome anyway, so. But we gonna stab you, buddy. Stab you real good. Wow, 4 grand. 7,010. That's 5 grand, buddy. Oh no, you used earth magic and hit me. Hit me one more time, buddy. Darn. Anyways, we have killed this guy. And we got an elixir. He's like, how can this be? Gorky says, you certainly improved. Shake says, you're not the brat I thought you were. Chekhov says, even I was met with defeat. Staniv says, thou wilt face the 4 of us on the most high. Let us proceed to our audience with the gentleman above. They all go upstairs. I guess we're next. I don't recall if I use all 3 or if it's just Yuffie. But I'm sure Cure is plenty. Actually, let's maybe give her barrier. Will we need that? We certainly don't need that anyway. We could do haste maybe, that might be nice. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe haste will be nice. If I can even use it. Where did time go? There we go. Anywho, we go up the stairs. Just in case we fuck up. Because this guy does a lot of random crap. Yuffie says, Dad. Godot says, welcome, Yuffie. Yuffie says, why the heck are you? Godot says, you will question me only with your techniques. Do not hold back. Come at me like you'll kill me. If you do not, I'll kill you. Yuffie says, wait. Godot says, prepare yourself. Omni-change. Anywho, here is Yuffie, the punk ass of punk asses, hasting herself. Oh no, it stabbed me. Ouchie poos. That's cool. Those limit breaks are pretty nasty with her, so she's gonna take a fat chunk out of him anyway. It uses electricity on me. Actually, let's do this. We don't need long range, I think. Yeah. Let me actually... Long range, yeah, so let's take long range off and let's put on... Might as well learn that skill. You never know when such a thing comes in handy. Anywho, let's do it again. Drain, huh? You was trying, you jerk. Eh, whatevs. There we go. We'll just attack. Anyways, this guy heals himself because he's a jackass. And uses bio on me. Which works. That sucks. Anyways, why is the timer not going? Graviga. Of course I can't use my limit first. Why would they even give me half a second to move? But we countered, so hey, that's good. Ugh. Why the fuck? Anyways, I'm of course dead. So let's do this. Alright. Oops. Yeah, I don't want that on there. Alrighty, here we go. I don't know that haste is terribly important. Maybe we should just do Regen. Or not. It does not matter, probably. The fuck is that? How about no? Nice. Why does this guy get to move without, like... Just makes me so mad. Nice little crit hit. What's he gonna do? Cure himself again? Fucking bullshit. Whatever. No, fuck you. Are you fucking kidding me? Ugh. What a fucking asshole. Well, I guess we need mini as well. Oh, dang it, I probably could have used an item. Let's see. Yeah, I think I have something that cures that. Whatever. Piece of shit. Anyways, we at least learned Trine. We got a counter in there. The asshole gets to heal himself yet again, because why not? The game's just a fucking cheap asshole. And he's gonna use a gravity spell on me. Because of course he does. Oh, and of course, what the fuck? I'm pushing down. Why can I not use this? My god. Well, we're alive. That's all that matters, right? How pointless. I mean, you have to hit me sometime. Oh my god, with the healing, it's so ridiculous. Well, he should hit me and then I can limit him. Really, you're gonna fucking do this shit again. My god. $47.32. We just went and killed this foo. All of creation. Anyways, Yuffie is heaving, Godot is heaving. Not bad, Pops. You two have improved. They start laughing. I get Leviathan. We get the hell out of Woody. And yeah. This might be a good spot for me to do an upload, so but I'm gonna keep playing. I don't have to work today, so don't worry if I go off for 2 minutes. It's just gonna be like a pee and run back sort of thing. Anyways, Godot says it's time I gave this to you, the materia of the water god. Anyways, none of this matters. Basically, they just talk about how Watai lost the war, and Yeah. To Shinra all those years ago. And Godot says, I understand that you seek out materia for the good of Watai, but the reason I sealed my power was also for Watai. I understand now both are necessary. Power without will is meaningless, and will without power is equally so. Anyways, normally the tradition is that the one who conquers the one at the top of the tower must stay there and be ready to fight those who would challenge them. But Godot is gonna overlook tradition and says, hey, allow Yuffie to accompany you. You both have will and power. Aerith says, alright, we'll take her with us. And Godot says, go so that Wutai may flourish in the future. Godot says, I will lead the 5 masters until you return. Go and come back alive. Yuffie says, well, duh. And then the dad humorously is like, hey, Yuffie, the materia those people have in their possession, once the battle's over, will they still need it? Yuffie says, Dad. Godot says, go. Fight to the bitter end and return with the materia. Thief says, ha ha ha, count on it. Yeah, a little bit of comedic fun stuff there. Anyways, Yuffie can keep that. She definitely can't keep this. Anyways, we're gonna do platinum and earrings, and we're gonna do rage is fine. She can't have anything there. Anyways, we've lost all our materia. And let us get the heck out of Meow. Yeah, I gotta switch Yuffie out anyway, because I don't like her. Yahoo! Alrighty, this is where I'm going to do my upload. I'll be back in a few.